Well, we've done the course up to this moment that really allows you to empower yourself to be in charge of your body's healing, and that is incredibly helpful. Okay, now you need to be aware of some things as well. The first way I want to start off is talking about some nutrients, though. There are some vitamins and minerals and amino acids that you can actually take and put in your body, and you want to look for those that have a lot to do with de-stressing, a lot to do with managing cortisol, minimizing cortisol, or at least helping the cortisol cleanse out of your body. You might look into melatonin and tryptophan. You might look into one of my favorites, GABA, G-A-B-A, or 5-HTP. They have a lot to do with regulating serotonin and dopamine. I find them to be very helpful when there's overactive stress and anxiety in a high stress time in my life where there was abuse present. It was incredibly hard. I didn't want to take any psychotropic drugs. Those have too many side effects. I don't like to deal with those. Being in my profession and also having a certification as a nutritional counselor, it allows me to be able to look at other alternatives. And I found that GABA with 5-HTP was a beautiful blend that just kept me very even though my situation was incredibly not okay. And that I kept that up until I was out in the clear. It was a great way to help my body regulate. So there are other things to be aware of too. Vitamin Bs are usually very good on the nervous system. So look this up. Become really aware of what nutrients are good for you in terms of stress. And you'll also know that this is discussed a lot more detail in this book, and would recommend again you reading the chapters associated to nutrition and in terms of the minerals and the vitamins. So we already talked about the food. Okay, here we go, folks. Because you've been exposed to abuse and trauma, there is a high probability that your immune system is going to be compromised, and you have to consciously be building your immune system back up. You may be more susceptible to autoimmune deficiency disorders, and you may be more susceptible to complications that are related to cortisol, high cortisol sorts of complications. That can be related to, arthritis, thyroid conditions, diabetes. Your cardiovascular system, your heart, your veins, your arteries, your blood, also really need to be well tended to. You need to be thinking of that cardiovascular system as something that really had trauma to it, and it needs to be regulated and helped and healed. So you need to eat and drink and exercise in a way that helps your heart and everything related to the circulation of your system. You need to eat and drink and sleep and take those vitamins and minerals that will assist your immune system as well. You need to be aware of that. So take this very, very seriously. Your body may be fine now. It may be completely amazing in what it has been able to endure, and it's trying to hold you steady and keep you just as optimized as it can be. But underneath it all, there may be these activities, and if you take charge of them, you're more likely to minimize that you ever have difficulty with that, but take it seriously. Another thing is that individuals during stress and trauma tend to put on a lot of weight, and it may be related to the change of life. For men, it would be testosterone's change. For women, it's menopause change, and those are going to change your weight as well. However, you may be stress eating, and that would be high carb, high sugar, high fat, and that might be putting weight on you. But in addition, we find that cortisol has a way of really preferring to be in fat cells, and therefore it's going to hold on to the fat cells. There's more complicated understanding of it, but be aware that weight gain may be a part of you recovering from your stress and your anxiety. To the degree that you are very kind to your body and you optimize the quality of food that you're eating and the quality of exercise and sleep you're getting, then you'll find that that weight is going to be reduced really naturally. Know that also if you're losing sleep, that also has a way of putting weight on. And so because the lack of oxygen is not good for your body, that antioxidant versus oxidation in your body is very relevant. And finally, I just want to say that those individuals who were sexually abused as children, especially women, you have an increased tendency to get cancer, and usually it's cervical cancer, breast cancer, things of that sort, and other elements of cancer can come in there too, just because your immune system is jeopardized. Now, here's the thing: we do know that even though all the things related to getting cancer are compromised by sexual abuse at a young age, or sexual and traumatic abuse at an older age, we also know that you can reverse these sorts of complications as well. And it takes the diligence and the time and the focus of really being good to your body, so that what is compromised, like your telomeres become too short, can actually over time change. And you might want to think of your body that every 7 years, every cell in your body changes. And as you age, it changes. There's decreased capacity for things. However, those individuals that take really good care of their body, those changes that occur with age are less, and to some degree can even be reversed by quality physical care. And it's the same way with you, that abuse and trauma and stress you experience severely compromises your body. But with the diligence and the focus in these areas that I've mentioned, nutrition, sleep, exercise, stress management, that we've talked about in this course number 8, can actually help you build up your immune system, build your cardiovascular system, build so many good qualities inside your body. There are antioxidant. They fight against oxidation. You can really turn your body around and feel empowered to do that. So let's just say, for example, you decide that today maybe you're not going to give up your sweets, but you're going to now eat blueberries and raspberries. You're going to add a banana, and then in addition you're going to have some spinach and broccoli and a good salad with roughage and cucumbers. You're going to have your 64 ounces of lemon water that's really good for your body. You're going to have some whole grain sorts of, maybe a whole grain muffin, really whole grain muffin, or whole grain pancake, or whole grain piece of bread. So you get your grains there, you have your nuts that are very good for you, and you choose a protein, maybe fish or yogurt or beef, really healthy, organic, no extra chemicals in there. And you say, I'm going to just make delicious meals today for myself, eating these types of foods. And so then if you also are eating stress foods, at least you're really supplying this. Maybe you add to that a meditation. You add that a 20-minute nap. And you add to that a 20-minute exercise, where you do 5 minutes of fluid movement and 15 minutes of sweat and stress, and maybe 2 minutes of lifting weights. Wow, you just gave you 22 minutes of exercise. That type of day, where you're just adding those things in your day, will change so much for you. So you don't have to look at all of this as, well, I have to have a perfect diet, and therefore I blew it, so I might. No, just, if you're going to have the imperfection, just add the perfect as well, so that you make sure your body it's girded up. And the more you do that, the less you're going to want the junk, the less you're going to eat the stress foods, the less you're going to feel sluggish and tired, and the more you're going to sleep better. Attend to all of these. Now, I'm going to admit with you that individuals have insomnia due to stress and anxiety, and they may need help coaching on how to sleep, help with that, assistance with that. And there are professionals that do that. I do that with people, and there are other individuals that do that on different levels. So that you might really want to get a coach for that. Or maybe you want to get a coach for proper nutrition. Maybe you want to get someone who's going to take you through some physical training, so you remember what it's like to use your body in a fluid way. Maybe you need to go to a chiropractor to align your body. Maybe you need to go to a professional health healing oriented massage person. I'm not talking about the other ones. I'm talking about a real massage that really helps your body, your muscles relax, helps release the toxins, helps you feel the flow of your body yet again. Maybe you need to sit in the sauna and massage your muscles. Maybe, there's lots of maybes. But take good care of your body, because the better care you take of your body, the less stress you're going to feel overall. The more you're going to feel like you're recovering. The more you're going to feel like you enter back into being the you that you are that has a body. Now, for those individuals that have been sexually and physically harmed by abuse and trauma, there are other things that need to be done in terms of making your body feel loved, whole, healed, and not traumatized. I didn't include that in this course number 8 because I wanted you first to say that no matter how horribly your body was treated, it's time for you to treat your body really, really well. And the other complications that we could be discussing will be helped by the mere enactment of these ways of being good to yourself. All right, there's always more I could say, always more that's informative, and I want you to make sure that you look at all the bonus videos that are attached to this particular course and also all the blogs, because there's always material being added that may be very helpful and on point with what it is you're needing. Okay, take care, and I'll see you in course number 9.